Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
One of my favorite things about kind of the way the 49ers personnel positions, and probably Kyle Shanahan's not guilty, that's the wrong word, but he does this more often than others. He has a specific type that he likes at certain positions. And at number 68, we have running back Israel, goes by Izzy, Abanikanda. I've been practicing that pronunciation for a very long time, and I hope I did it justice. I'm listening to videos. I'm looking at the pronunciation guide. Abanikanda. We'll call him Izzy. Now, he is prototypical zone-style runner with a bigger body that is elite speed. And you kind of see that in Ty Davis-Price. You saw that in Trey Sermon. You see it in, the rookie guy we had last year, Garindo. Like, this is what Shanahan wants. He wants these bigger-bodied, speed, zone-style runners, and that's exactly what Izzy is. He's 5'10", 216, wears jersey number 20 currently, but 5'10", 216. He's a bigger back, 32-inch arms. He's 23 years old, young. Ran a 4.4540, and it's like, okay, that's good. Not that fast. Like, I don't understand. The tape is otherwise, and you look at his 10-yard split. He had a 1.50 10-yard split. That is elite. I think for 1.49 is the best I've ever seen for a running back. Like, this is top 98 percentile for all running backs. Like, that burst is Matt Breida-esque. Now, 4.4540 is good, but it's nothing to write home about. But that speed, that elite burst, that is there. And on top of that, it's not his only elite trait. A 41-inch vertical at 216 pounds, elite. So this explosiveness, burst, the measurables are there. Had a 10.8 broad jump as well. You enter these things into the mockdraftable.com website. Here are the player comps. Tevin Coleman, Bilal Powell, Lamar Miller, Jerome Ford. It's a type, especially with Tevin Coleman, who was with the Falcons, Shanahan drafted and then brought to the 49ers as well. That's where Israel Abanikanda fits. And this big body, explosive, perfect zone fit, he's going into his third season. Now, let's go through just quickly how he got to where he is. And I think that this story kind of paints a picture of why he's with the Niners. But the question that we have to constantly keep in the back of our mind is, why has he not gotten any playing time or game time activity up to this point, especially last year with all the injured running backs? That's the kind of nuanced, man, how do you wrestle with this? And that's probably why he comes in at number 68, because he fits the scheme to a T, but the Niners never called on him last year, but then they bring him back. And it's just kind of like, weird. From Brooklyn, New York, attended Abraham Lincoln High School. And as a senior, he was the Gatorade Football Player of the Year for New York. He rushed for 1,350 yards and 20 touchdowns. That's incredible. And yeah, it was Mr. Football for the state of New York. Had 17 offers, colleges, all that kind of stuff. And he committed to the University of Pittsburgh to play football. He goes there, media and professional communications major. I think that's very, very important. And as a true freshman, he played in 7 games. 95 rush yards total, 1 touchdown, nothing special. Sophomore year, 13 games, had 6 starts, had 7 touchdowns that year. But he also returned kicks. And, man, I wish we could have at least just saw him as a kick returner. Had 29.4 yards average as a kick returner in college. Like, the speed, the burst, all those things, the size, he has it. Then, this is probably the number one Shanahan thing about him. On October 8, 2022, Pittsburgh played Virginia Tech, and they beat them 45-29. All right, big deal. During that game, Israel rushed for 320 yards. This is a single game, breaking the school record of 303 yards set by Tony Dorsett back in 1975, and had 6 rushing touchdowns in one game. So 320 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns one game, and like you turn it on, and it's just like huge touchdown, back to back. I mean, just crazy. Shanahan loves those. He Joe Williams, TDP, Trey Sermon, Jordan Watkins, Jalen Hurd. These guys that had these dominant single game performances whenever the production did not reached that at any other time and really in their career, but they had this one game where it was just like, wow, this guy could take over the game. Shanahan loves that trait. I don't know why, but that is important to him. And so many players that he has targeted specifically, Israel fits that mold. And, he won every single award that there was that week. Walter Camp Player of the Week, Doak Walker Running Back of the Week, PFF National Offensive Player of the Week, helmet stickers from ESPN, blah, 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 blah. It's what it is. So it's interesting. Now, his dad, and this is what's cool in his family, his dad played football at Georgia Tech. His brother, Michael, played at Buffalo and Temple. So athleticism and football is in the family, and I love that. He was drafted by the Jets in the 5th round, 143rd overall of the 2023 draft class. This is the exact same round that the 49ers drafted Darrell Luter Jr. and Robert Bill. So, they had 2 picks in that round. They chose to go a different route, but I guarantee you the 49ers liked Israel Abanikanda because they met with them pre-draft a few times. Shout out to Steph Sanchez, who tracks all that. This is my Israel Abanikanda write-up before he was drafted, okay? Before he was drafted. So these are all college stats and all that stuff. 5.9 yards per rush attempt, that's great. 20 touchdowns, that's great. 644 yards of his 1,400 rush yards in 2022 were all after contact. It's not so much that he breaks tackles, he runs through. When people try to wrap him up around the waist or his thighs, he just runs through them. Whenever they tackle him high, sometimes it works really, really well, and they're able to bring him down. But, yeah, speed, I gave him a 9. Power, 6. Vision, 4. Hands, 3. This is why he went later. This was my pre-draft write-up. Young, knows for big plays, with the speed to find them. 20 touchdowns this past fall. Again, that's back to 2022. High upside combination of size and speed. Shanahan loves that. Great at noticing when there's space to bounce outside. He loves bouncing it outside. That's a negative. Needs to break more tackles. Does not run to his size. Loose running style. A-gap wide runner. Needs to be more decisive. Knows where the chains are every play. That's one of my favorite things about him is his awareness on fighting for the first down or the touchdown. He's really, really good at that. One-cut runner, and was a 2-time 100-meter gold medalist in the New York City Mayor's Cup. I mean, he's a runner. My comps for him were Devontae Booker or Joshua Kelly, and I had a 5th-round grade on him. He went in the 5th round. He was my running back 12 of that draft whenever we ranked them all out. Damn good player, just needs consistency. Very similar to Isaac Guerendo, where it's like his rush attempts are 2 yards, 3 yards, 1 yard, 2 yard, 40 yards. Not a consistent, productive back, but man, those home run swings, whew, it is just, it's pretty when it works. You just got to make it work, and you got to be patient to make it work. He made his NFL debut in Week 11 of his rookie season, which is not good whenever you're a 5th-round draft choice running back and you don't get him for the first 10 weeks. Appeared in 6 games, had 22 carries, 70 rush yards. That's his entire NFL career so far. Has not lived up to the draft status yet. No stats last year. He missed one part of a game due to a shoulder injury while at Pittsburgh, but was able to return the following week. So injury history is not a big deal. On December 2nd, 2024, Israel Abanikanda gets waived by the Jets. The Niners claimed him 1 day later. So because of that, they take on that rookie contract. So he still has 2 seasons left, a 2025 year, 2026 year on a rookie contract. And all that guaranteed money, relatively cheap deal. The 49ers, it's better than almost an undrafted free agent contract because a lot of that guaranteed money the Jets took care of. So he's got 2 seasons left on a rookie deal, and he's earned $2 million, like right at $2 million for his career earnings. 0 starts. He's played 6 games. He got 3 rushing first downs, no touchdowns, 22 attempts, 70 yards. But he does have 7 catches on 11 targets. That's impressive for 43 yards, no touchdown. How does he get a job? Okay, you look at the 49ers depth chart at the running back position. Christian McCaffrey, obviously lock. Isaac Guerendo, lock. Jordan James, this year's pick, lock. That's 3. Kyle Shanahan usually likes to keep 5, and that's including Kyle Juszczyk. So One more guy can make this active roster, and everybody loves Shanahan running backs. So if you let go of Patrick Taylor, Israel Abanikanda, Corey Kiner, the undrafted free agent this year, they're going to get claimed. It's so difficult to allow these guys to clear, but nobody took away Israel last year. So maybe that's in there. The whole well, I don't want to lose these guys. We feel like we can get Israel back. Corey Kiner, I don't know. Patrick Taylor, I don't know. It's just hard. But, man, you have to recognize Israel absolutely fits to a T what Shanahan wants. Way more so than Patrick Taylor. Even more so than Corey Kiner. This big-bodied, speed guy that fits the scheme. He is an absolute terror when it comes to zone running. You go back to his college grades, he had an 88.9 zone running grade, which is exactly what the 49ers do, and he just fits it. But why haven't we seen it? Why was he never called up last year with all those injuries? One side says, well, Shanahan doesn't trust him. Well, then why did he bring him back? I don't know. There's just something weird about Israel and this roster. Could be a great thing. Could be a misnomer and never gets called up to the active roster, doesn't make the 53 and just moves on. But, man, I want to see it. I want to see him get a shot. And so this training camp, this preseason, it's put up or shut up time for the 49ers. Because if he doesn't fight his way up into kind of, the pecking order, I don't think he's going to be around long. And I think he's going to be on his third team in 3 seasons, which usually for running backs, that means kind of the end of a career because he hasn't contributed on special teams really at all. But can he return kicks? Yes, he can. We'll see what happens. Brant Boyer, new special teams coordinator. There's a couple different ways for him to contribute. He's just got to deliver. Show some explosiveness. That's why he's in the NFL. Can he deliver? Well, I think we delivered with Zach, Ben, and Josh, our executive producers of this series. And for us in the 49ers Rush team, we're going to keep counting them down.